Hi, so glad you found the time to come back and view the video, or if this is your first time, you picked a good time to join. Today, before I do book 8, I just want to have a little bit of one-on-one interaction with you about being an addict and about family members that are dealing with addicts. Won't continue my journey I was on in addiction for now. That will continue in book 8, but I just want to talk personally to everybody that's watching. Being an addict is something that I never saw coming. I'm the youngest of 4 children. I was the one that promised to matriculate. I was the first one in my family to matriculate. Things were different back then. Like I said earlier, I have an older brother and I had 2 older sisters, none of which made it past standard 8. I suppose at that time it was a different story. You could leave school and do a trade, and that could set you up for life. But my mother and father, and I remember even my brother, they wanted me to do my matric. They insisted I need to get a matric, so I did. I wasn't lazy in school, but I also didn't study as hard as I could. I probably could have done a whole lot better than I did, but I managed to matriculate. So I was a good boy. I never went to clubs until I was 18. I went to my first club. I never really drank as a teenager, or during school with my friends and house parties and things. I was well liked, I think, and so like I say, I didn't see it coming, and neither did anybody in my family. Nobody could have predicted that Rodney's going to end up on drugs. Look at the way he's going. I wasn't going that way at all. I wasn't going that way. I finished school, I matriculated, went to the army. I drank a little bit, but then from starting work, when I thought I wasn't good enough and couldn't hold on to jobs, and being so easily influenced, offered something and then just accepting it just like that, that's what started messing me up. So a lot of people will ask, as parents, they'll ask, what should I look out for? Is my son on drugs? What should I look out for? Or how can I prevent it from happening? Prevent it from happening, I don't think there's a way to prevent it. There's nothing you can say or do to make it not happen. If it's on his path or on her path and they have that addictive personality, you're not going to be able to prevent it from happening right in the beginning. Once it first happens and you are there, especially in the beginning, in the beginning I suppose will be the easiest time to get them to stop, to sit them down and speak to them. And if you're an addict watching, or a young addict that's new to this, rather stop now while you've got a chance, because later on in life it gets too hard. I was only 28 when I started hard drugs. I was 28 years old. So at 28, I think not only would I not have taken instruction or discipline very easily, or if at all, but I also felt that I was old enough to know what I'm doing and to be able to control everything I was doing, which none of it was true. I still didn't understand the problem of being an addict. I didn't understand that addiction was a disease. It took a good couple of times in rehab to realize that, hey, this actually makes sense, because why can't I stop? If I want to stop, why can I just not? I mean, I questioned myself. I was the user, and yet I questioned myself as to why I couldn't stop using the drugs. And the truth of it is a disease, and it's something that attacks badly. It attacks and it doesn't let go. It really doesn't let go. For those who are spiritual and a little bit religious, or religious at all, I'm a bit religious. Well, I am religious, and I'm more spiritual than anything else. But I will say this: crack cocaine is from Satan. The whole routine and setup and the feeling it gives you it is straight from the devil, because it's a want that is so strong. You will disregard every other thing in your life to just get hold of that drug. And if you're watching the previous videos and you keep on watching, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see the amount of things and the magnitude of the things that you will give up and that you will throw away just to get that hit, just to get some more of that drug that you're using. So again, if you're young, if you're new to drugs, if you tried it once or twice with friends, quit now, stop now, before it really grabs hold of you, before the devil really grabs hold of you and doesn't want to let go. I came to a point in my life when I thought I might as well give up. I really did, because numerous times trying to come clean and getting help and going to rehabs and booking myself in for detox, to numerous times it just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. I know there are plenty of people out there that say you didn't try hard enough. I don't believe that, and I don't believe any addict should believe that. And I don't believe parents or loved ones or family members or sponsors should be telling any addict that you're not trying hard enough. Addicts want to come clean, deeply rooted inside them. They want to come clean. They don't want to stay on that track. Who wants to be homeless? Who wants to fear for their lives every night when they don't know where they're going to sleep? Who wants to have to chase after a couple of rand to get a little bit of a high for a couple of minutes? Nobody actually wants to do that. You don't want to do that, but the drug is so evil and so wicked that it ingrains itself within you, that you feel like there's just absolutely no escape. I thank God that I'm clean today. It's been a long road. 20 odd years I was using, and one day I wasn't. It's as simple as that, and it's 13 years later now. One day I wasn't using. It was enough, and I had stopped. And I would love to be able to give proper instructions on exactly how to quit, how you can stop. But I don't have the answer to that. I don't have the answer. Me personally, I believe, or I do know, that it's my God. I do know that because I cried out for help and He answered. I told you those words, when you are weak, He is strong. And all that simply means is when you are weak and you can't cope anymore, what you need to do is forget about your own understanding. Forget about trying to rely on yourself and help yourself, and give yourself over to Him. Give yourself over to God and say, look, here I am. I don't know what to do. I cannot do anything without you. And things will change. Slowly but surely things will change in your life. Again, like I said, these videos are not for preaching. I'm not here to preach to you or to spread word to you. That's not why I'm making this. I'm making it to you can get a better understanding of an addict. I really feel that I'm qualified enough to sit here and speak about that after being all the years that I did use and the lifestyle that I led. I think I can talk about what it's like to be an addict. Like I said, I can't talk about what it's like to come clean, but I can't tell you the way to do it. But I hope that you continue watching and understand that addiction is a part of society. It is there, and it's there to stay. It's not going to just disappear. So the best thing anybody could do is try to understand it. Try to understand it. Try to understand it from both sides, from an addict and from somebody that's caring for an addict. Understand it from both sides, that you will be able to go further, and be able to help, and be of help, or be able to come clean. My name is Rodney, and I'm an addict. Over 20 years in recovery now, over 13 years. I hope you can sit on the same path and get clean. Please come back, book 8. It's going to be interesting. Thanks a lot. Cheers.